Greetings, family. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please make sure you tap that subscribe button on your way out. Join the family. We would love to have you. If you're already a part of the family, thank you so much for being here. You are loved and you are appreciated. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and more. Family, I have a very important message to deliver to you today, but please keep in mind that this is a collective message. This means that it may or may not resonate with your energy. If you want to insert your energy into this reading, be sure to engage with this reading. If you want a personal reading, you can book that down below at the link in the description box. If the message is not fitting or resonating with you, it's okay to leave it behind. Don't force it to fit, okay? So today we're going to be looking into love and relationships for the collective in the month of August. And the first card here is the Strength card, which ironically has that number 8 on top of it. So again, a lot of you may want to be manifesting love. So you can utilize that portal on 888, which I was telling you is happening on August 8th, okay? And that last 8 is because it's 2024, which is the year of 8. So some of you will be using that portal to manifest love. With the Strength card being here upright, it's speaking of being courageous, being brave. The Strength card speaks of emotional and physical strength, bravery, self-discipline, patience. And so I feel like some of you, again, are trying to manifest love. Some of you are trying to change the dynamic of relationships that you may already be in, which is great because you do have the power to do that. You have the power to turn things around as long as you are in alignment with the other individual that you are trying to connect with. And so I feel like they want you to be strong through this time. Like some of you may be going through rocky times with your loved one, or you may be having a hard time finding love, right? Or attracting love, which is another reason why that portal is significant. You can utilize it to manifest the love that you want. And so even though this reading is structured around the love life, it could also be friendships, okay? Because it's relationships in general. So it could be friendships, your family, like anyone that you're connecting to. Take it as it resonates, okay? So for some of you, even if this is for friendships, some of you are manifesting strong friendships and connections. Some of you are meeting your soul tribe as well. Some of you may not even want to be bothered with love right now. And so you are focusing on connecting with people, like, building friendships and building a strong support system. Some of you may need to also build the courage that it takes to speak up in these connections. So some of you, whether it be a friendship, a business partnership, or intimate relationship, you need to speak up. And I feel like some of you are kind of like pushing things under the rug. I don't know why they're showing me Aladdin's rug. So random. But like you're literally just dusting things under the rug because you are trying to keep the peace. But one thing that stands out to me about that is the fact that when you do things like that, yes, you keep the peace on the outside, right? Externally. It doesn't help you keep the peace within you. So you may need to speak up, express your emotions, express how you feel. And you also may need to do some journaling, because once you journal, that will help you get your thoughts into a more stable place, so you're not like just speaking up or acting on emotion, right? Because you journal and you kind of gain some clarity. So some of you definitely need to be journaling. So speaking of Aladdin, right? I feel like this portal is gonna grant you wishes. It's gonna grant you a lot of the things you've been trying to manifest. So some of you have been doing the work. So I feel like you are in a higher timeline as far as your vibrational frequency goes. So you're going to be able to manifest your desires more easily because you've been aligning yourself with the things that you want. So yeah, like I'm seeing genie in a bottle, your wish is my command type ish, you know? So that brings us to the Five of Coins upright. And so the Five of Coins has someone who is on their knees. So he's on his knees, leaning over the water. Looks like he's on a beach because there's sand here. And behind him is the moon, but the moon has the eye of Ra, or the eye of Heru, inside of it, okay? So this is symbolic. I feel like some of you may have gone to the water. Some of you may have given offering to like Oshun in order to manifest love, and that's working. Like, that's working in the background. Some of you may have to stand up. I feel like some of you are not aware of your power. Like with this guy being here this guy being here on his knees, it feels like he's in despair. So some of you are unaware of your powers. Some of you are afraid of your powers. And I feel like some of you are also afraid of love. And this could be coming from trauma. It takes time to heal, but are you healing? Have you done the work to heal? It feels like some of you possibly are avoiding the healing process too, because the Five of Coins also speaks of overdue obligations, and it could mean that some of you are just sitting on trauma and things that need to be released. That could be why the moon is here. You guys need to make sure that you are utilizing that full moon. So release things under that full moon, because some of you are sitting on energies of your exes. Some of you are sitting on like physical property of your ex. Like your ex gave you a gift and you still got it. That carries energy. So some of you, and I feel like, okay, I'm getting a message. So with this guy being here on his knees looking like he's in despair, some of you are like, oh my God, why can't I find love? And it's because you are still holding on to past energies that need to be released, okay? Because now we got here the Lover's card upright, honey. The Lover's card speaks of physical and sexual attraction, love, relationships, better times ahead, romance, okay? And it also speaks about like a new romance. So for some of you who are already in a relationship, this could be upgrading your relationship. It could be taking this relationship to the next level, okay? And so it also speaks about a time of desire for romance, or thinking of a romance, a past romance or a current romance. So it could be those of you who are trying to heal. You're reflecting back to your past relationship and you're like, okay, well, this happened, I can learn from it, I'm letting this go, I'm getting over this person, I'm moving on. And for some of you, it's thinking of ways to better your current romance, right? And for others of you, it's like, okay, well, I'm hearing that song by India Ari. Oh my God, they always make me sing. I am ready for love. Oh, child. I cannot sing. Do you hear my voice cracking? But you get the point, right? She's like, I'm ready for love. Why are you hiding from me? And some of you are in a place of like victimhood where you're like, you think that the forces are against you, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life. And speaking of that, remember, your words are very powerful. So unless that's what you want, do not speak that or think that, okay? If you want love, you have to know that it's out there for you, know that it's coming to you, and you have to know that you deserve it, okay? So yeah, a lot of you are in a place where you feel like forces are against you, when in reality, you're just holding on to stagnant energy that needs to be released. If you need help with that, you can definitely book a session down below in the description box, because I am a certified master life coach, which means that I'm certified to coach in all areas of life, and I can definitely help you get yourself back on track spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, okay? So holla at me. But yeah, with this Lover's card here upright, it's looking like a lot of you are in the process of doing the work. You may have given offering to Oshun. You will be taking advantage of this portal coming up on 888. And so that is going to bring you this new romance, this love. Okay. The Lover's card upright also speaks of marriage. And so some of you, like I said, are upgrading to a new level. You are taking your relationship to a new level. It's summertime, so some of you may have gotten married recently. You may be getting married soon. Some of you may be getting proposed to. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. The number 6 may be significant here as well. So some of you may be a life path 6. Some of you may have had a birthday in June. Some of you may be connecting with or married to someone who is a life path 6 or a Gemini born in June. Also, the 6 upside down is the 9, and the 9 is the number of change and transformation. So take it how it resonates for you. So we got the Hierophant card here in reverse, okay? The Hierophant card speaks of, again, a possible marriage, searching for meaning and reality. So I feel like that goes right back to those of you who are in a place where you're reflecting not only on your love life, but you're reflecting on who you are as an individual, right? What you may bring to a connection, your qualities, things you may need to learn from, things you may need to release. And so with this Hierophant card being here, it speaks of someone that is searching for meaning and truth, a time of self-discovery and morality. So yeah, you are learning from past relationships and you are releasing that. So you're learning from your experiences and you're healing from them and releasing them so that you can move on and have a healthy love life, right? Build healthy connections and stable connections. The Hierophant card could also sometimes speak of being overwhelmed. So some of you are overwhelmed in your current relationship. Some of you will be disconnecting from your current relationship and finding new love. Hence that Lover's card there upright that speaks of new romance. Some of you are overwhelmed because you're trying to fight for this relationship. And this is bringing me back to the 5 of coins where the guy is kneeling over on his knees and his hands in despair. It's like he's begging for something. And so some of you have fought and you've done everything that you could to make a relationship work and it's just not working. So it's time for you to let it go. So you will be disconnecting, but take it how it resonates. Okay. If that doesn't fit, don't force it to fit. And so the Hierophant card also speaks of deeper ties to others. So yeah, you guys are building bonds and connections. Some of you may be talking to people or dating people, and you may have found the person that you really like. And so everybody else is getting cut off, or, you're kind of like locked in because you're building new ties. And that may be why marriage is showing up here multiple times, because you're like, oh, this might be the one, So yeah. Now we're moving on to the Knight of Staffs upright. The Knight of Staffs speaks of movements of all kinds. So some of you are relocating and you may find love where you move. Some of you are moving on from your current connection or relationship. Some of you are moving as far as like spiritually, right? Emotionally, moving to a new level. And this may be why the Strength card was here in the very beginning, right? Because it takes strength and courage to assert yourself into a place that you're not used to being. So it's like you may have been a person that was, I don't know, easily manipulated back then, right? Or maybe you fell in love too easily or too quickly. You're not doing that anymore, right? So you're moving on to another level. And I'm hearing that song, I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. So yeah, so the Knight of Staffs here speaks of a residential moves, sometimes like moving long distance. Some of you may also be vacationing. Some of you may be going on a honeymoon. Some of you may be going on a vacation, honey. Okay, I'm not even mad at you. And I feel like they're saying that now is the time to change things. Like now is the time to change where you live. Now is the time to walk away from any situations. Because it's saying if you want to leave a situation, leave now. That's exactly what it says, word for word. Okay, so like I said, some of you you're positioning yourself to be in a better place. So we got this Hermit card here upright, okay? And it has a number 9 on top of it. Again, 9 is the number of change and transformation. So some of you may be Virgos, born in September. Some of you may be life path 9s. Some of you may be dealing with or married to someone who's a life path 9 or someone born in September. Take it how it resonates. But with this Hermit card upright, someone is feeling lonely. Someone is in a place of solitude also. So for some of you, you're lonely and you may not have been on the dating scene, but now you're like, all right, I'm about to get back out there because I am tired. These cats ain't doing it. They're not cutting it. So you want to get back on the dating scene. You want to meet new people. Some of you are in a relationship feeling lonely too. Like you're sleeping next to someone that doesn't understand you. Some of you may have grown past this person spiritually. Some of you may be in a relationship, but you're going through some type of, I want to say like an awakening. And so you're in a place of solitude. So even though you're in this relationship, like the relationship may be fine, you're just trying to discover who you are. Some of you may have been in a relationship for a very long time, like since you were a child. And so now you are in a place of solitude because you want to find yourself outside of what this relationship may be. Take it as it resonates, okay? Do not force it to fit. The Hermit card also speaks about betrayals. So some of you are healing from betrayals, like I said earlier, right? And so in doing that and doing the work, you have the power to attract better to you, okay? So the Hermit card also speaks of introspection. So yeah, like I was saying, reflecting and evaluating and going through all the things that are required in order for you to align yourself with that which you desire, okay? And so the Hermit card says, a time of being alone, a time away from the world. Look at your life and consider it carefully. Rest and relax and find the answer. Loneliness may occur and betrayal of others may occur or may have occurred. Heal. So yeah, a lot of you guys are healing, and that's a beautiful thing because once you heal and you release, you make room for beautiful things to flow into you. So let's see what cards we get to close this reading. So to close this reading, we got the 6 of Swords in reverse, the Sun card in reverse, and the 5 of Staves upright. So let's break it down. Let's break it down. So the 6 of Swords in reverse speaks of a statement of position. So in other words, some of you are, like I was saying earlier, in a place where you're taking your relationship to another level. Like you're claiming that person now and they're claiming you, like, oh yeah, this is my man, yeah, this is my woman, and you're moving to another level. The 6 of Swords also speaks of non-private disclosure. So I feel like, yeah, some of you are going public with your relationship. Some of you may have posted your relationship. You may have introduced this person to your family. It's summertime, so yeah, y'all probably pull up to the family barbecues and events with this new person. And if this hasn't happened yet, it may be happening in the near future for you, okay? And so also, on the flip side, for those of you that are trying to get back into the dating world, when I hear like non-private disclosure when it comes to that, I feel like some of you are getting out on dating sites and like you're putting your face out there, you're putting yourself out there. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Let's see who I can meet on here, you know? And so moving on, we got the Sun card here in reverse. The Sun card speaks of material wealth, positive and solid love relationships, peace and vitality. So the guidebook says it's a time of absolute joy, peace and happiness. You look at life as a gift full of future fortune. So many good things are approaching. Everything you touch now will lead to success, ultimate success. What an amazing card to close a reading with. So being that the Sun card came out in reverse, it says the same characteristics but not as strong. So I feel like this is why a lot of you need to do the healing, right? Because it's saying that it's there for you, but in order for you to like amplify and intensify these manifestations and make sure that you solidify them and all the fives, like you need to do the healing, you need to do some releasing, okay? But it's yours, you got it in the bag. And so the last card that we have here is the Five of Staffs upright. Okay, so the Five of Staffs speaks of verbal or physical struggle. So like I was saying earlier, some of you guys are in relationships that you're trying to get away from. Some of you guys may be in abusive relationships, and if you are in an abusive relationship, please, you deserve more than that. You can leave. You have the strength to leave, because you see everything that came out, the Sun card, the Lover's card. You do not need to stay in a relationship that is literally hurting you physically or emotionally, okay, or mentally. And abuse is not only just physical. We tend to forget that abuse is also emotional abuse, mental abuse, okay, spiritual abuse. So just be mindful of that. You are not stuck anywhere. You deserve better. You deserve the best, okay? Especially if you're here listening to me. You deserve the best because you're trying to do better. And so naturally, that is what is going to come to you. So it's your job to detach from what you do not want. Remember, the universe only gives you what you align with. So if you stay in a situation that is harming you, then the universe is saying, okay, this is what they want. I'm going to give them more of this. Keep that in mind. So now, for some of you, you know, it's just a lot of arguing and disagreements, complete discord. So remember when I said that some of you are going in, like some of you have been in a relationship for a very long time, since you were a child. And so now you are kind of like going into a place of solitude. Like you're not leaving the relationship, but you're like, I want to spend more time by myself. I want to go out and do more things alone. I want to do some soul searching outside of this relationship. I feel like that is what the discord may be coming from. Like your person may be feeling like you're detaching from them. Your person may be feeling like there's someone else. They may be feeling like, oh, we're growing apart. They may be afraid of that. And so that's where the discord and that disconnect is coming from for some of you. Okay. So it may just take some reassuring your person, like, hey, I still love you. I'm trying to find myself, you know, and me finding myself doesn't only benefit me, it benefits this relationship as well. There is a mosquito in here biting me. And some of you, because this is very random that there's a mosquito in my house biting me. For some of you, you're in a relationship with someone who is like a blood sucking, like, I don't know. You're in a relationship with somebody who, maybe not blood sucking, like literally, but I feel like you're in a relationship with someone who is emotionally draining you. And that may be why you want to disconnect. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. But I haven't had a mosquito in here all day long. So that was very significant. All right. So now let's finish up with this Five of Staffs. So the Five of Staffs says, people are fighting. Caution must be used as harm may follow. Arguments can occur or continue. So exactly, if you are in a connection that you are unhappy in, they want you to know that now is a good time to walk away because you have success coming in, okay? And so if you don't walk away, if you stay in that connection, the arguments, the discord, the unhappiness, the abuse is going to continue. You have power over your life. You and no one else gets to make that decision. Don't let anyone manipulate you or mentally abuse you and gaslight you into thinking that you're not good enough. Like, oh, nobody's going to want you. I feel like, and I can see somebody saying that too. I can see someone saying like, oh, no one's going to want you. Some of you may have children with this person. And so they're like, oh, who's going to want you with 3 kids? Or maybe you put on a little weight after you had the children. And so they're like, oh, who's going to want you? You know, you're fat. Like somebody here is mean. Somebody here is in an abusive relationship and you need to get out, okay? You deserve better than that. All right. But if you need some assistance with that, definitely you can book a personal life coaching session with me down below at the link in the description box. All right. That's all I have for you, family. Once again, if this reading resonated with you, please do not forget to tap that like button. If you have not subscribed yet, please make sure that you do so. Sending you guys all the love, all the hugs. Until next time, peace and oneness.